everyone, welcome back to Cuddy's Bookshelf. So today I have got a very exciting video. So I had an idea to DM some of my favourite booktubers and ask them to personally recommend a few books to me. Any books, and I will pick from that list one or two depending on how many people get back to me. And I was shook because I wrote to 7 and 6 of my favourite booktubers wrote back to me, so I felt very blessed. It's that I know, like, filming myself, there's just normal people sat in front of a camera talking, but know when you've like watched people for so long and they've done so much for you, like your mental health, and like not you feeling like not I'm trying to articulate my words and it's not coming out right. So you're not alone, so they make you feel less lonely, and all of these have done that for me, and I am so grateful for them to write back to me. So anyway, fangirling, I would say over, but I'm probably going to carry on. But so the booktubers that wrote back to me and suggested books are Gavin from How to Train Your Gavin. There is Steph from Steph Loves. There is Becca from Becca and the Books. There's Ashleigh from A Frolic Through Fiction. There is Codie from Codie's Book Corner. And there's Jodie from Vanilla Moon. Told you it wasn't gonna. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to be doing during this video. So I will. I have picked one. I will let you know in a second. I've picked one book from each booktuber, and I must say these books have got me very excited. It's literally like me in a pile of books. I can't wait. So I don't know what order I'll read these in just yet. I may just pick randomly whatever I feel, but I do have like some manga in here as well, so I can always, on days where I'm at work, I can take the manga with me, try and complete that. But yeah, let's get into the books. So I will start in any order. I'll just go down the stack. So the first one is a manga, and it is One Piece. Bet you can't tell who's recommended me this. It's Gavin. So I am a big fan of manga. I have been for years. I've got quite a collection myself. And this is one of the core, I'd say the top 3 mangas from when I first started collecting. So there was One Piece, there was Naruto, and there was Bleach. I have read some of Naruto. I have watched all of Naruto. I have read all of Bleach and watched all of Bleach anime, and One Piece is the only one where I have never watched anything, read anything, and I don't know why. But the way Gavin has been raving about it did make me order them. So I have the first arc in the omnibuses. So I'm going to read, I don't know if I'm going to read just the first one, or I'll probably read the first 3. So I'll probably read this whole omnibus and then I can go on to the rest another time. So yeah, the first one is One Piece, which is about a young lad, to start with I think it is, who wants to be the Pirate King, and he wants to go and find the One Piece, the fruit One Piece, something like that. That would make him, and he eats a piece of fruit that makes his body rubbery. I don't know. I'm just winging it, to be fair. But I'm hoping to get to this one very soon. So the next one is Fix Her Up by Tessa Bailey. This was recommended by Steph from Steph Loves, and I really wanted a romance in here, and I'm so glad Steph came out with the romance options. She did have Get a Life Chloe Brown. I think it were in there as well, but I've already read that, loved it. So I'm really excited to get into this one. This one is in a trilogy, but I think it is a bit like the Brown Sisters, where you don't have to read one with, yeah, like, they don't need to follow on, but they do have reoccurring characters in them as they go along, so you're better off reading them in order because you'll find out the conclusions to the other ones. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I'm not too sure what it's about, to be fair, other than it's a love story, and yeah, that's pretty much how I'm going to go into it. I'm not going to read the backs, but I will tell you more as the video goes on and I do actually read it. The next one is from Codie, and she recommended me Tomorrow and 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 Tomorrow Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, yeah, by Gavin. And this I already had on my bookshelves and I've been meaning to get to it. And it's about a girl and a boy that meet in a gaming room in a hospital, and then they meet many years later, and they decide to make a game together. And I think that's the general premise. I think that's all I can remember from it, so I'm very excited about that one. So the next one is from Becca, and it is Orange. So this is about a group of school kids that get this girl that gets a letter from the future, from her future self, saying a secret about a transfer student that's just started. I think it's something around that. It's a very long time since I actually bought this, because I bought this at the same time as I bought the Sweat and Soap mangas, and I decided to read through all of those, but then never got round to reading these. So I'm glad that Becca has put this back on a priority list, and I'm looking forward to that. The next one is from Ashleigh from A Frolic Through Fiction, and it's got a sticker on, and I should have... Sorry if there's any stickers on the books, I'm terrible for not taking them off. So the next one is Belladonna. So this is a gothic romance. I know one of the characters is Death itself, and I love gothic books, so I'm very, very excited to get into this. I know Ashleigh really enjoyed it when she read it, and I know that if I do enjoy it, I will pre-order the next one, because I know the next one's out for pre-order. Is it Foxglove? Something like that. So, and then last but not least, Jodie from Vanilla Moon recommended me The Zodiac Academy. The Awakening is the first one. This is a 9-book series, I believe, and I didn't have this. I ordered this, but I have heard a lot about this, that this is very addictive once you start it, and it's very page turny. You want to keep reading, so I'm really excited for that. Thank you, Jodie. That's all the books that I'm going to be reading in this video. Let's get to reading. I'm so excited. These are all the books. I am not giving myself a time limit. It's just whenever I finish them, I will make this video. I will update you whenever I finish each book, and whenever I finish all of them is when I'll end the video. So yeah, I'm trying to think of one to read first. I think I'll go with Codie's suggestion of Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, because it's one of the bigger ones, so it'd be good to get one of those out of the way. And then I also might take one of the manga with me to work tonight also, so try and get that finished as well. But yeah, I'll let you know how it goes. So it has been about a week and a half, just over a week, since I last filmed anything for this video, and I have read 3 of the 6 books, and I am loving the books that have been recommended to me in this video so much. So the first one that I read was Codie's recommendation, which was Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gavin, and I loved this book it made my jaw drop. It made me get water in my eyes at times. I loved hearing, being a gamer myself, I loved hearing about the like the coding, and like there's a point where they use a game to reconnect with each other, and oh, it's just so good. And the traumatic things that happen in this, at the time of reading this, it was not long that something that happened in here actually happened to me. So that made me, the water, it made me cry. I'm not gonna lie, it did make me cry. And thank you so much, Codie, for recommending Thank you so much, Codie, for recommending me this. I'm so glad that it, like I say, I'm so glad it just got bumped up on my TBR, because it was so good. I can see why you recommended it. The next book that I read was Becca from Becca and the Books' recommendation, which was Orange by Ichigo Takano. And this I found so sweet and heartwarming and like heart-wrenching, and I could see why it sold so many copies, and I'm glad that I've managed to get round to it. This is about a girl called Naho who is starting the 11th grade, and on her first day of starting, she receives a letter from herself from 10 years in the future. And in this letter, it details certain things that's going to happen in the future. And one of them is that the transfer student that's starting on that day is going to have an unfortunate future. So she's got to do things to put into place to help his future not be terrible. And at first she passes it off as a prank, like someone's pranking her, but then some things in the letter start happening, and so she starts believing that it's true, and it goes from there. And oh, it's just so like heartwarming. If you like your mangas and you like your sentimental ones, and things that's gonna hit you in your feels, this is the one. Like, I can see why Becca recommended it, because it will stick with you. It does pack a punch, and I can't wait to get into the next one, so I'm hoping to do that soon. Thank you, Becca, for recommending me this. I thoroughly enjoyed it. The next book on the list that I finished was Belladonna by Adeline Grace. This was Ashleigh from A Frolic Through Fiction's recommendation, and I have pre-ordered the second one already. This was so good. So good. So this is about a girl that was orphaned from when she was younger, and she was known to be cursed because death followed her around. And when the relative that she was living with, her aunt, when death comes for her, a relative, an uncle from Thorngrove, where her cousin is extremely ill and their mother has just died, but she comes back to her and tells her that she has been poisoned, and she goes into finding out, like trying to find out who poisoned her, and if her cousin, who's also got this illness, is being poisoned. And she enlists the help of a man who works in the stables, and she also has the help from Death himself. And the plot twists, the investigations, the characters in this, I just loved it, and I'm so looking forward to the next one. And I just loved it. It was so I keep saying I just love it because I did, but it's like so gothic, and atmospheric, and thank you so much, Ashleigh, for recommending me this. And when death calls a little bird. Just saying. Just saying. But yeah, so they're the 3 that I have read so far. I am loving this video so far. All the recommendations have been amazing. Like, I've had 2 that's like tug on my heartstrings. One that's like the romance. Oh, and it's like a murder mystery type gothic setting. It's just so good, just so good. I just want to DM everyone like, got any more? I just feel like all the suggestions, because each booktuber gave me more than one suggestion, and I just feel like after I finish reading all of these, I'm just gonna go out and buy every book that I haven't got already and read all of the suggested books. So, because man, do they know how to suggest a book. So thank you everyone so far to the books that I read, and I have just got Steph's, Gavin's and Jodie's to read now. So I will get back to you either when I've read one or all. Probably all. I'll try and read them all and then get back to you. So it's been a considerable amount of time later. Sorry about that. I've read the last 3 books, and there's a reason why these are all my favourite booktubers, because their recommendations have been so good, like so good, and I'm gonna keep saying it, and I am obsessed. But the first one was Gavin's recommendation, and it is One Piece. I'm quite disappointed in myself, to be fair, because as I said before, I've been a manga like collector lover for years, and Bleach is my all-time favourite. I cannot wait for Gavin to put a video out of him reading Bleach for the first time, because those characters are ingrained in my heart. I just love them, and I feel like One Piece is the same way. The characters, you get so attached to them straight away. Like Luffy, I just love him. I think he's hilarious, and his relationship with like Captain Shanks straight away, where like I can't do any spoilers, but like from when he was younger and what Captain Shanks did for him and lost for him. Surely that won't be a spoiler too much, but anyway, I just loved this, and I love that he accidentally ate the fruit that made his body like rubbery, and it meaning that he'll never be able to learn to swim. So everyone's like, how can you be like king of the pirates when you can't swim? And he was like, I'm gonna learn how to swim, and then he accidentally eats this fruit which makes him not ever be able to learn how to swim, but he's still determined to find the One Piece, and I cannot wait to carry on with this series. I'm so glad that Gavin has been raving about it, because it was because of Gavin that I did buy all of the omnibuses for the first arc of this One Piece, and I'm going to be buying more of the arcs now because I'm already obsessed, and I'm only 3 books in. And thank you so much, Gavin, for recommending me this. I'm really appreciative, and please, if by any chance you do watch this, please read Bleach and let me know what you think, because I love it and I want you to love it too. The next book that I read was from Steph's recommendation, from Steph Loves, and it's Fixer Up by Tessa Bailey. This was really cute. I have, because I bought this from the works with the other 2 in the trilogy, because you could get all 3 for £6 at the works at the minute, so jump on that if you're in the UK. I'm not sure if they ship abroad or not. I did like the smut in it. The only thing that put me off was how quick the transaction of her being like this forbidden fruit sort of thing from being hurt because he's like really good friends with her brother and he's seen her grow up, and she's gone from like him saying like I can't touch her because like I don't like the family ties and everything, to very quickly smut. And after a while, I sort of like overlooked that and just loved it for what it is. But at first I was just like, wow, that was very quick like transition. But I also really liked the fact that she still did what she loved even though others looked down on her. So she like is a clown and like a party planner clown person, and she wants to, instead of joining the family business which is really successful, like contracting business, she is like, no, I love what I do, I love making children happy, and I want my own personal business to expand and not be like I want to be seen as an adult and have my own accomplishments and everything, and because she does get overlooked by a lot of the family. He was a baseball player and he had an injury which made him not be able to play anymore, and I love that she like, don't take no shit for him, like stop feeling sorry for yourself, come on, get up, and then she brings it out of him, his passion back out of him as well. So I really love that in the story. I love that it wasn't just about the romance, it was about growing together and eventually like having the feeling that you can't live without each other. I think that's really important in a relationship, so I did like that aspect of it. Also, I did really like it. I am looking forward to seeing what the rest of the characters do in the follow-up books. I am so happy that Steph recommended me this. I can't wait to carry on and read the rest. And then last but not least, so I finished this book and I don't get paid for a while yet, and I would gut that I don't get paid for a while yet, because the way that this one ended, I just need to know what's going to happen. I just need to know what's going to happen. And I have raved about this book so much so that my mum, who's not a reader, has bought me the second book, because and it will come tomorrow, and guess what, I'm starting tomorrow. Because Jodie, this so addictive. I knew that people said that it's some people's like it's not the best writing, but it's really makes you want to know more. Totally get where they're coming from. I need to know, and Jodie, thank you so much for recommending me this. I did not have this on my shelves, so I did actually go out and purchase this for this video, and I am so glad that I did, and I cannot wait for the next book to come. I mean, I was conned. Was anyone else conned? Like, if you've read this, I'm sorry about the shininess, sorry about that. But was anyone else conned? Like, things that happen, like there's certain people that you don't like, but then you think, oh, yeah, I don't want to go into spoilers, but you're like, oh, people can change, you know. I'm one of those people that's like, everyone deserves a second chance, and blah, blah, and then like plot twist, you're like, That was me reading this, and then I raved about it that much that I told my mum like everything, like the plot line, the storyline, how it ended, and then she was like, right, I will transfer the money into your bank, you order it yourself, and you need to let me know what goes on. So I'm living this story through me to my mum also. So also got my mum addicted to it, and she not even turned a page. So thank you so much, Jodie. I just loved it. I just loved it. And that is all the books that I got recommended. I can't even pick a favourite because, oh, there's so many. I already ordered some of the books that others had recommended to me. Plus, I know that there was one that Jodie recommended me, which was Hex by Jenny Fagan. Is it Fagan? Yeah. Was Hex by Jenny Fagan. And I know that that's a well-loved book from Ashleigh also. So I'm looking forward to that. And both Steph and Gavin recommended me Finlay Donovan Is Killing It. So I also purchased that for this video just in case for some reason I didn't get around to reading the separate ones. I thought I could do 2 in 1. But I did buy that, and that is going to be in my next lot of reads. My April TBR is going to be like, so it's going to be like the 2 others following the Fix Her Up. It's going to be more of the Zodiac Academy, 100%, because that's getting started tomorrow as soon as it gets here. It's going to be more One Piece. It's going to be more Orange, like Hex. I need to calm down, but I'm so grateful and truly happy that all of my favourite booktubers like wrote back to me, and they was so lovely and like accommodating. And I didn't make it easy because I don't have Goodreads. I still need to work that. I'm old. I'm 33 and I can barely film and edit. So but I couldn't be like, here's my Goodreads, pick what I've got on my shelves, but I was willing to go out and buy books for this video, and I'm so glad I did. I've got some amazing new books now, and I can't wait to get into some of the others that they recommended. I did go out and buy the Wicked Deep by Shirt Earnshaw also. Is it Shirt Earnshaw? It is, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Which was another one of Jodie's recommendations. And yeah, thank you so much. I know I keep saying it and I need to stop fangirling and just get the video over with, but I really hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you have not read any of these, from their recommendations to me, from them to me to you, read them. They have all been 5-star, up there. I cannot wait for Foxglove, which is the second one to Belladonna, to come out, because the atmosphere and the storyline and the romance in it, and like the revelations that you get in it of like who's who and stuff like that, and it's just so good, and I'm just going to keep raving about them. I need to stop. Right, okay. These are all the 6 books that I read during this video. I hope that you have enjoyed and also got some good recommendations out of it. Thank you again so much from the bottom of my heart for everybody that replied to me and did suggestions, and I hope that you are safe and well. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a comment and let me know if you've read any of these, or if they're on your TBR, and I will hopefully see you in my next video. Bye. I'm gonna have to calm myself for this one. The next one is Fix Her Up by Tessa Daly. I'm thinking of Tess Daly. Ugh. Can't believe all this time I've never read One Piece. What am I doing with my life? What am I doing? Look at these all beautiful books. Oh, like a potato. Was the Mark already in the frame? I don't know if that made sense or not. It could have done. This is, oh, itchy nose. What is with my nose always itching when I'm filming? Can't stop me loving myself. It's like book drugs, book drugs, you know, but it's addictive anyway. So this, I know that that's a well-loved book. Finlay Donovan. He's killing it anyway. Yeah, I feel that's what it's called, isn't it?